Today is Thursday, May 9th, around noon, and that means today is launch day. And it feels kind of crazy, but so over the last 2 months, I've been working on this new product. It's like my first, well, not my first, but it's my attempt at a SaaS product. And yeah, today is the day it launches, and it's not really like a typical launch. So I guess I kind of talk about like what, I don't know, how it's worked. My goal with it was to, and you can watch one of my prior videos called 2 weeks to launch this thing, but I talk about my plan to get it launched. Sorry, it's crazy walking around here. But instead of launching on product hunts or like, you know, typical ways of launching, if you're familiar with that, I decided that I'm gonna just try to find customers who want to pay for the product first, and then onboard like a really small group of customers, or even maybe just one or two, and get them to use the product and get feedback, and really actually talk to people, get feedback from stupid sidewalks that you can't even walk on here. So actually just talk to people and get real feedback and build something that's actually valuable instead of just something built in my head. So I did this like productivity challenge with some other guys, and one of my goals was to get the alpha, what I'm calling it is an alpha, but to get the alpha launched by May 9th before the challenge was over. And that was about a month ago, and that was like pretty challenging. Like about a week or two into it, I realized I was really in for some serious work. So I really had to like put my head down and work a lot, and I pretty much worked on it every single day for a month. So no weekends off, nothing. And that's also on top of my other work, starter story and that kind of thing. So I really went heads down, and then also I was really focused on getting people to agree to pay for it, right? I'm not launching it. And I wanted to keep really low expectations. First of all, the product is used by me, so that's one customer. And I was happy with that, with me being the only customer in the worst case. But I did spend a lot of time finding people that would want to use it. And I ended up getting pretty much like 8 or 9 people to commit to paying for it. And that consisted of a lot of meetings with people, chatting with them on Telegram. I tried my best to find people that really need to use the product, really want to use the product, not just kind of random people on Twitter or something like that. So I did meetings, I did customer interviews, it's like stuff like that. And I kind of managed to wrangle up a small group of people that want to use it. So although I'm really proud of that, but I'm also very aware that, you know, once they see the product and start using it, they could all just say, no, I don't want to use it anymore. So that's always, you know, a thing. But I'm still gonna keep those low expectations of, you know, all of them churn, and I still just have a product launched, something valuable, at least to me. And I've been communicating with these customers that, you know, if it's not for you, that I'll refund you, but I also want to work closely with you, and if it doesn't have what you need, you know, it's such a small group of customers, very targeted niche or whatever, that I will be able to deliver these features because there's only just a few of you, and you guys are really the early adopters and testers of the product. So that's a little bit of the story of how I've done that. And it really and a lot of it was just kind of luck too, finding these people, you know, random blog posts they read, this webinar I went on, just, you know, trying different things. And there was no like one specific way that I got these customers. It was just, and I also did like some blogger outreach too, and lots of other stuff. So I just tried a lot of random stuff. And so far it's worked. But now that I'm launching it, and I got these people on board and gave me their credit card and all that, now the real work starts, because there are still so many features that I wasn't able to get done in this short period of time. And once there's actually people using the product, they're going to find all the bugs and I'm sure I got my work cut out for me to deliver over the next month or two is probably going to be even worse than it was in the last month. And I think that doing SaaS is fucking hard. It's really, really hard, especially if you're one person. And it's a lot harder than starting a blog, and it's a lot harder than products that aren't helping people with, it's an email product. It's a very integral part of people's workflows and life. It's not just like, an education product or something like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's going to be a lot of work for not a lot of money, right? The product is $29 a month. If I have 8 people, that's, 200 MRR. So it's not about the money right now. It's about getting the feedback, getting the understanding of this, and validating the product. The product isn't validated yet, right? And that's something that I'll probably go into in another video. But yes, that's the plan. And today is the launch, so I'm gonna send it to all the people and see what happens. I'm a little bit nervous about that. The other thing is update. This is just a random video. I'm not gonna edit much. But I decided to quit social media for the month of May, and the reason I did this is a few reasons. I'd wanted to do it for the whole year. It's one of my goals for the year is to quit social media for a month. So no Twitter, no Instagram, no Facebook, and all that. I decided not to quit YouTube because I think YouTube benefits me. But I did disable comments on YouTube, so I only watch videos and create videos and can see my own comments. But the reason I did this is I am really, really sick of Twitter, and not for reasons of other people, but for myself. And I hate sometimes, I go back and forth. There's ups and there's downs, but I hate how I feel when I browse Twitter. I feel like I'm constantly comparing myself to other people and worried about how people see me. Sometimes I'll even look at my timeline and be like, oh, this is how people perceive me. Pretty stupid shit and really immature and childish. And also just going on the platform so much, you start work in the morning, oh, I'm gonna check my Twitter, oh, let me check my Instagram, and let me check my LinkedIn, and let me check my this and that. And I'm just spending so much time on that, and then also thinking something happens in my life or something, I have this thought or something, a unique thought, oh, I should share that on Twitter. I wonder how that would perform on Twitter. I wonder how people would perceive me if I posted something about that. And I just hate that. I really hate that, and I don't think it's healthy. And I don't have I'm not famous on Twitter or something like that, but I have over 5,000 followers. And I now feel attached to my follower count, and I look at it and I think about stupid shit oh, people that tweet this way get more followers, and people that tweet that way or get it's just stupid shit like that, and it doesn't have nearly any effect. And people make the excuse oh, but I use Twitter for business. It's important for my business to be on Twitter. That's fucking bullshit. It is not important for your business to be on Twitter. Even if you have a lot of followers and people find out your business through Twitter, you, number one, don't need to use it that much to get the benefits of it. And number two, people on Twitter likely aren't driving anything from your business. And the benefits are the amount of productivity you're losing from being on Twitter all the time. And it's just ego, man. Twitter is just so much ego. And I see a lot of people on there. I don't want to judge people, but I can just see people's egos on the line. And I don't know. It's like Instagram, but not as bad. It's like Instagram for entrepreneurs. The worst parts of Instagram, celebrity, people, Instagram, what do you call them? Instagram celeb, or people, Instagram influencers. It's the same thing on Twitter. It's just a little bit more intellectual and not visual. So I quit that, and it's been a week now since I've done that, and it's been amazing. I guess I'll have more thoughts about like the ego and that kind of benefits later. It's too early to tell, but as far as productivity, it's amazing. I like blocked Facebook and Twitter and Chrome, and I blocked it on my phone too. Like you can actually block those websites from even going on the browser versions. And so I blocked those, and I just been like, instead of like every time I finish a task, I'll go check Twitter. I don't do that anymore, and I just move to the next task, or I do something like a little bit more beneficial to me, like reading a blog or watching a YouTube video, which I find like slightly more valuable than Twitter. So that's been awesome. I don't think it's like a long-term thing. Like I'm not going to quit Twitter for life, but similar to how I quit Google Analytics, I went back and I decided to just go on it once a week. I could see myself doing like Twitter and Instagram and other things like once a week or twice a week, and have like a set date that I go look at it and then maybe make an update or something like that. So that's exciting. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Just random rants. I'll probably have something better for my next video, like more produced, something like that, but you guys let me know what you want me to talk about, and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I hopefully see you on Sunday. Peace.